what's going on YouTube? This is Zeke, back again for another video, and right behind me is Zhongwan Town Station. I'm back in Shanghai, everybody. I come back to Shanghai because I have some unfinished business. The reason why I come back here is really I wanted to retrace my old footsteps because I am here to check out my old neighborhood, and I'm going to spend a good couple days here in Shanghai before we return back to Korea. So I am on holidays, and see what is different. Share with you guys some old stories, because I mean I have a lot of old stories as I retrace them. Yeah, so why don't we kick it off here. Let me show you guys around the neighborhood. Below the metro station, the Zhongwan Town Station, is McDonald's. This is the closest fast food restaurant. There are two. There's a KFC. There's the McDonald's, still there since day one. And over here, there's the KFC. I've never actually eaten in this KFC when I used to live out here for about a year. Right above the KFC, there's a shopping center. On the main floor, there are a number of clothing shops and some other food stores. Paris Baguette. I mean, some of these other places along here were never here back in the old days. Weather is quite warm. Thank goodness it's not going to rain here. So I lived in a neighborhood near the most popular university here in the country, known as Fudan University. And you know, before coming to China, I never heard of Fudan University, to be honest. I didn't learn about Fudan until after I started living here in Shanghai. But it's a pretty popular university. My neighborhood was really decent back in the day, so. And one other place, Young's Dumpling. It's still there. It always is. There's a KTV above, and over to the left, this is totally new. This never existed. The shopping center never existed back in the days. There's quite a bit of some road construction, I notice. So I'm going to have to walk further down this way in order to cross the road. So I got to be careful. I don't want to be filming the police, or I'm going to be locked up. Just kidding, but you never know. Quite a lot of street food to choose from, but it seems that I guess all of them are closed until a later time of the day. Looks good. Looks like it's a spicy chow mein or something. So the interesting thing is, when I moved here to Shanghai, and I guess I'm also getting my stories, right? The first year I lived here in China was in about 20 years ago. In 2005, I lived in Zhejiang for 1 year. Finished my contract and I left. Took a few job interviews outside of Zhejiang, but it wasn't for me. And I was looking for the golden nugget, to say. And of course, people who love big cities, I mean, the big dream is want to get a job Shanghai or some other place. So, anyways, I took a job offer in a city called Kunshan. Kunshan is in Jiangsu. I worked for a Taiwanese woman for about 3 months, working 6 days a week, 12-hour shifts. It was tough, but it was the highest paid job you could find back in the days. It paid a whopping $9,000. Just kidding, 9,000 RMB. And back in 2006, that was the highest paid job you can find anywhere in China. I'm not kidding you. So, anyways, I was working in the Taiwanese boss, and she connected with me, and the interview was done pretty quickly, and I came over to Kunshan, and I worked multiple schools. I worked in a public primary school, a kindergarten school. I even taught a blind student. And I don't think there's many YouTubers out there who are teachers who talk about experiencing working with a blind student. But anyways, maybe I'm the first, maybe I'm the second, I don't know. But anyways, so the job was really tiring, and I had the pleasure of meeting all different students from different parts of Asia. Kunshan is a very mixed city. I mean, there's Taiwanese, there's Korean, Japanese, and also local Chinese. So I work with all different ages. Sometimes it was fun, but the job was just too demanding. And by the second month, I got really tired because I only had 1 day off, and I knew that the wheels are starting to fall off. I knew I had to get out of this job. So, the question is, what could I do? Well, I decided to link up with, it's just, well, when you're a lonely person, so you may want to go on a dating site or some other website where you can meet friends. And that's what I ended up doing. And I met this girl from Shanghai, and I connected with her, and she showed me a lot of pictures about Shanghai. I was like, geez, I think I'm going to really like visiting this place. So eventually, that was my road to coming here. She's the reason why I came to the city. So I came here for about 4 days. She gave me a wonderful tour. Fell in love with the city. And I even tried looking for work here. There were 4 days of staying here in Shanghai, and I couldn't find anything. It was really tough. It was really tough at that point. So, all right, we at Yishan Road, and I'll get back to my story after I cross the highway here. Everybody, just kind of head around. Fire department's over there. Still there since day one. Let's see here. There should be a Bank of China. If it's not there, they've moved on. And metro station is just up there. So my old neighborhood takes me out this direction. I left Shanghai. I went back to my job. So everybody, as I put my camera into slow motion, how I found this offer in Shanghai. So what happened after I returned back to Kunshan, I spent a lot of time in internet cafes after finishing a long, grueling 10 to 12 hour work shifts. And I went to Shanghai. I did this job interview. The job was to work in a kindergarten school in Pudong, and it was for part-time. It was only 9 hours a week, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, 3 hours per day, working from 9 to 12. And I didn't hesitate, so I took this job offer that even paid for like 6,000 RMB. It was part-time hours for a full-time job. And eventually the school moved me into a nice, beautiful apartment near Fudan University. And I was living the good life. So, I mean, I had plenty of time to leisure, sleep in. Anything I wanted to do, I can do. And the rest is history. In today's world, I really don't know if there is a job offer that can offer part-time hours for a full-time salary, including a furnish-free apartment. I understand that Shanghai has changed over time, that most job offers only offer a living allowance. And living allowance might not be high enough to cover your own apartment. You may end up going through your own personal salary. What I can tell you is that I had spent hours and hours searching for the right job in an internet cafe. And I will say that it was pretty tough. I mean, I would go through most of the job websites until I found that golden nugget. I will say that teachers that are working in Shanghai should be pretty happy that they are making a much higher salary than I did. Today's average salary is about 15,000 RMB. This is Shufu Street, everybody. So I had lived here for 1 year, and this is a pretty popular area. It certainly was back in the old days. I'm not sure how life is like now. I lived here from 2006 to 2007. This is also known as Little Korea Street. There used to have been a lot of Korean businesses here. I don't know what it's like now, but we shall have a look around. I lived in the neighborhood just sort of behind this apartment, so hopefully if I can have a look and get through my old gate. A lot of beauty shops, and over here the pharmacy store is still there since day one, but I don't know if they cleared out. It's not open. Maybe they did clear it out. Of course, back in the old days, there were never these rent a bike, or you just pay as you go and scan the QR code, and you can use a bike. So back in the old days, everybody had their own bike or e-bike. Surprisingly, this barber shop is still here since day one. Amazing. I used to get my hair cut here. Sometimes, maybe once a month. And this road goes down about a block distance. So let's see here. Let's see if I can cut through the gate here. Hang on, everybody. So my old neighborhood. There's the old bull. Still there. This is a pretty quiet neighborhood. It's very different than living in a small Chinese town where noise is always frequent. This blows my mind for me to come back and revisit the old neighborhood. I mean, a lot of good memories. So over here, this is my old building. Building number 37. And I lived at the very top. That window there, that was my bedroom window. And that window there, that was the kitchen. Was it kitchen? No, that's the dining room window. And that window up there, that's the kitchen window. So, wow. Certainly brings back old memories. Wow. Amazing. Panning around the neighborhood, you can see that some of the buildings have really aged over time. A tree has been cut, but I mean, it's probably not the same tree. It's been here years ago. But simply amazing. Yeah, my old building's deteriorated. I think my former landlord told me that the building was built in 1996, I think. So, and when I was living there in 2006, I mean, it was fine. And on the other side of this building, there's a place where I can pay my bills. And there's also like I'm not sure if it's academy or like a private school that is here. So usually I go out this direction whenever I'm leaving the neighborhood. But anyways, 3 hours per day, 9 hours a week. I was in heaven. Stop the video here. Alrighty here. So this business is still here. It's amazing. Wow. Store was not here. Meanwhile, supermarket was not here. I believe over here. Oh, there's a couple Korean bars. I think it was here, and the other one was over here. On this side of Shufu Street, my Korean friend owned a pizzeria. I can't remember which building it was. It was one of these two. It might have been this one right here. And again, it might have been this one. But anyways, it was like the best pizza. Best pizzeria. You get the best quality tasting pizza. And it wasn't cheap. It was a little bit expensive. So besides that, he didn't use imitation cheese. He used the real cheese. And I used to go to this pizzeria every Fridays. So it was great. You know, every Fridays would be pizza and a movie for me. Take a pizza home and watch a movie. So the pizza, there's a pizzeria. Of course, it wasn't here back in the days. Bookstore, still here after all these years. Amazing. There were two convenience stores down here. One across the road from each other. I'm not sure if it's still here. A lot of foreigners used to come down here, especially after the classes on Fridays, Saturdays. no, it is gone. So there used to be one convenience store here. There was another convenience store over here. And I guess they folded up. Now it's pizza and beer. Coffee time. My friend from Korea, his wife owned a bakery just down here. So they had two businesses, pizzeria and a bakery. In the summertime it gets really, really hot. So when I moved here in August 2006, the weather was just the same like how it is right now. Maybe a few degrees more warmer. And I believe the bakery was right over here. It's not anymore because they had relocated their business to America. Never talked to them in years, so I don't know where they are at now. This place was not here. A lot of good restaurants around here. Now, here's something you guys want to be interested in. Back in the old days, there was all these third-party stores, little stores, or people that they could just set up a little desk stand, and they can sell SIM cards. You can buy a SIM card as low as 50 RMB, which is like, I don't know, like $10. And you didn't need your passport to buy a SIM card. Because now the Chinese laws are really tight. So back in the old days, I mean, foreigners can do a lot more. So over here, there would be the stand, and I remember because I changed my number. Actually, a lot of people change their numbers. I changed my number quite a few times. But anyways, I think I bought one or two SIM cards from this guy. Him and his wife ran the stand. So they can locate it here, they can locate it maybe down the road if they wanted to. That was pretty cool. And yeah, so the good thing was that when you buy a SIM card back in those days, if you do not use up the money, you don't have to recharge your number. It's just that money stays in your account for up to a year. So it's not like these pay-as-you-go plans, and you got to recharge your number every month. You could say, you could charge your number every 2 months if you're not that crazy and texting and making phone calls, that sort of thing. So this is just fabulous coming back here, and a lot of great memories. Now, so this is Wuchang Road, or Wuchanlu. Fudan University is just on the other side of those buildings over there. It's a beautiful university. This used to have been I'm not sure it still is. Nope. This has been a Japanese restaurant right here. So, some kids there. University? Oh, okay. Hang on a second here. Fudan? Fudan?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What's a jelly Indian? Arling Leonian. Yeah, I lived here for 1 year.
1 year.
1 year, yeah. So I remember Fudan. I used to walk around Fudan University, and because you're a lot younger back then. But this is my first time here in many years, so I come back here.
So you came here in 2006?
2006, yeah. I moved here in the summer, and I was living just sort of down the road in the apartments, and a lot of great memories, yeah.
It's great. Exchange student?
There was an intercultural center on the far side of the university. I don't know if it's still open, but I think I'm going to take a walk there, and it's a place you wanna make some friends, and you know you can do that.
Yes.
I don't know to say, but the buildings have deteriorated. They've gotten worse. I notice. I looked at my old apartment, and oh my gosh, yeah, it's not healthy, but you know, I mean, times change. Back in the old days, there used to be a lot of Korean businesses on that road. I had a friend who owned a Korean pizzeria, and his wife had a bakery place on the road. Best pizza place. Very expensive, but you know, it was great. And what else? I mean, this used to have been a Japanese restaurant right here, and it's not.
This one?
Yeah. So it used to have been a sushi place, and some of the convenience stores are not there anymore.
Yes. Please change a lot.
No, they closed. But yeah, it's great to revisit the old neighborhood. So thank you very much for. I mean, hey, I'm talking to somebody out here.
Yes. You can show this one. This is a very good restaurant.
Oh, okay. If I had time, but I have to get back in the city because I'm working in Korea, and I'm just here for 3 days. But if I come back to Shanghai, come back to the old neighborhood, I'll give it a try.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. All right, sure. So what else? Some of these restaurants look familiar. It's just I don't know if these restaurants were here when I was living here. Kind of hard to remember. So there's a gate out here. There's the west gate. There's the north gate, the south gate, the west gate. You can hear all that jackhammering going on, which is not something you want to wake up early, first thing in the morning to. Matter of fact, I guess because a lot of these buildings that have aged over the years are going to require a lot more maintenance. Of course, you can see there's there's a code on it, or maybe you need a swipe card to get in, maybe sometimes. So there are two campuses of Fudan. There's one over here, and there's another one down this way. I used to walk through Fudan quite often, because I mean, hey, you know, I'm only working 9 hours a week. So with having a schedule of having Mondays to Thursdays off, I had a lot of fun time to leisure. I did gym. I even once took guitar lessons. I just couldn't keep up with it because I was just so involved into fitness. So over here, I think to say, because the main entrance of Fudan is way the heck on the other side. So I think this is like the east side exit entrance right here. So I can just simply walk through there and head out the other end. There's a couple parks in there. And just sit down and read a book. A lot of students would do that. Smell the flowers. Smell that there. Nice. It's nice fragrance. So it was a good thing back in the days. I mean, you didn't have to be for me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I mean, you didn't have to be a student to walk through the gates of the university. But I think it's just. You know, there weren't really any protocols for the guardsmen to ask for your identification or student ID, that sort of thing, to be able to pass through the gates. So I literally had no issue. So anyway, just looking ahead, bridge there. There used to have been, I don't know if there still is, they used to have goldfish in the pond here. See a little fish statue. nice. Udong Road. Mailbox. This direction here takes me to Jongwon Town Stop. Over here, this used to have been the ABC. This used to have been the ABC Bank. This is where I did my banking back in the days. So let's see here. Here's the agency still here. Even the barber shop is still here. Unbelievable. This is the photo shop. It's still here. Unbelievable. After all these years. Oh my God. Over here, this is where I would buy my DVDs. One of the locations, but this was the better location. So back in the days, you can buy DVDs for as low as 10 RMB, which is about $2. Yeah, I mean, you can buy a DVD that might have, say, maybe 5 movies on it. So I mean, that was a pretty good deal back in the old days. Now I don't know what the place is being used for, but say you have to have a good quality DVD player with a good quality laser, because some of the discs don't play very good, and but the good thing is that you can return it. You not for refund, but you can exchange it for another DVD. You don't like it, or it doesn't work on your DVD player. So the guy who owned the place was a pretty nice guy. And over here, oh wow, it's still here. Buy your bicycles here, mountain bikes. Liquor store. There's another barber shop here, and it's still here. There's a feet washing place. The pharmacy store is still here after all these years. I'm surprised. And over here, this building here, this rich guy, him and his wife, and they had I think like 3 kids that lived here years ago. I'm not sure, I guess they're still living there, maybe not. But you can see nothing because you know, it's just their walls are nice and high, so they got lots of privacy. Yeah. And over here, everybody, this is the main gate, my old neighborhood. New housing being developed. There's that school I told you guys about earlier. Back in the old days, this building never existed. It was just, I think it was just fencing, and it was just dirty hill over here. So let's take a walk to another local supermarket. And it's just less than a block down the road here, and find out if it's still in business. And over here, everybody, how about it? It's still in business. So supermarket's still there, and this is a bus stop. So in order to get to People's Square, there is a bus will take you there. Probably take maybe about 35-40 minutes depending on traffic conditions. So if I remember, it's bus 537. So they have changed the number. A lot of buses do change their numbers over time. There's also another bus stop up here that you can take a bus to get to, where is it, down to the Waitan. Alright, so the next stop, I'm going to take us to where I used to do my gym exercises. We'll find out if the gym is still there, or they moved on. It's a few popular Chinese restaurants that used to have been there. There's a Cook's, and I think the restaurant's still in business. Oh wow, there's a place here. This is new. I mean, it wasn't here back in the old days. There was an internet bar, and I'm trying to remember where it was, if it was in this complex or it was the next complex. No, it was in the next complex. So over here, everybody, oh my, what a transformation. So right behind me, upstairs, this is where I used to work out. Now it's not a gym there anymore. KFC. It's got a KFC big sign there, but I don't think there's a KFC here. There's a cafe, and over here there's a Starbucks. Upstairs in this building used to have been an internet bar, so I never owned a computer back in the old days, but this is where I would go and check my emails and web search, that sort of thing. So it's hard to believe that it looks like this now. There are definitely lesser and lesser internet cafes, because I mean nowadays it's just, hey, people buy computers, right? So you go to buying a computer, why you want to go back to an internet bar? Unless, say, if you're gaming. And this never existed over here, so I guess buses can also park in here. I guess maybe it's a rest stop for the bus drivers. It is very fascinating to see all these old buildings are still here. This building used to have been so yellow, bright yellow, when I walked by it, but now it's completely faded. A lot of the paint has come off. So check it out, everybody. Could you imagine trying to find a parking place? A lot of people who work at different areas of Shanghai, they come here, they park their bike before they either they enter the metro or they take the bus. But yeah, it is pretty hard to find a parking place. Matter of fact, it's been a long time since I ever seen it this busy. So that's pretty interesting. And have a look at some dishes. There's Dan Chafan, there's jiaozi. I mean, I still remember quite a bit of my Chinese, even though I've been learning Korean for a long time. But I mean, I lived in China longer than I lived in Korea. Anyways, what kids can buy with a Happy Meal. Back in the old days, I used to collect little NBA finger bags. I still have one that's not been used, it's still in the package. But yeah, I agreed to come back here again. Alright, go back to my favorite seat back in the days. Yeah, I just kind of wish that in some ways that we have the technology back then. I know that it's really fun to make videos like this. It'd be really interesting to see myself once again. Because when I lived in Shanghai, I had long hair. Just had my hair parted. But a long time, my hair has been short. Now I wear hats. Now I'm full. So finish the lead punch, and let me see if I have I'll say it's been absolutely wonderful. It's great to revisit the old neighborhood because back then it was pretty easy and had a pretty fun life back then. So almost got wish that this opportunity would surpass those days. Okay, thank you everybody. So I'm gonna pick up my bag and head off to my hotel and catch up with you guys next time. Like and subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, see you next time. Shanghai.